Hey lovelies, welcome and welcome back to my channel. So today's video we are going to be doing an acrylic set with a simple gel polish design. So off camera I've already done all my prep work and I've applied double XL stiletto full coverage tips. I've shaped them, cleaned up the cuticle area and did everything, so I'm ready to just start applying the acrylic. The acrylic I'm going to be using is one of my favorite colors that I have. As you can see, I'm like 3/4 of the way done with the jar. And that is by Nail Queendom in the color Amethyst. And I'm going to be using my Pana brush today. It is in my Amazon storefront, and it is an inexpensive brush to use, and it's pretty good quality. This is my second one, and the reason it's my second one is because I'm still learning how to properly clean and care for my brushes after I'm done applying my acrylic, and while I'm applying my acrylic, keeping them clean and not clogged. So still working on that, but I've gotten a lot better. So I actually did ruin one and had to get another one, but I liked it so much that I did repurchase it. So if you're looking for an inexpensive brush, definitely give this one a try and let me know how you like it. So I'm just going in with my acrylic here. I'm going to be using the same color on all nails, so we can do a little bit of chit chat about my application. I go in with multiple beads. I'm trying to do less beads so I get a smoother application, because you have to blend the new bead into the previous bead. So the more beads you use, the longer it takes, as well as the more blending you have to do. So I'm trying to pick up bigger beads, but right now this is where I feel comfortable. So my suggestion is just to work where you feel comfortable and then just try and do improvements as time goes on. But you can just see here, I start at the tip of the nail and I just place the bead. I try and let the acrylic set up a little bit before I manipulate it. This video is sped up, it's not in real time, so you don't really get a really good feel of my wait time. But if you're going to manipulate the bead of acrylic and it all just comes off on your brush, just give it a little bit more time. One of the things that I really like about this acrylic is it makes it easy for me to pick up the right amount of acrylic, so your bead to liquid ratio. This acrylic, in my opinion, is really easy to work with. I do have other colors by this brand, but this is my absolute favorite to work with, and I just love this color. I love the sheerness to it, and I actually tried Dragon Fruit by Valentino. It's pink, but it still has that sheer. But for some reason, Valentino acrylic is kind of hard for me to work with. I haven't yet mastered it yet, but I definitely love this acrylic and I love the look of it. So if you guys have any suggestions of any sheer acrylics, definitely leave those brands down in the comment section down below, brands and colors. So I would love to try them. Anyway, so I am working on the middle finger now, and you can just see I'm just going in with, I think these are like small to medium sized beads, and I'm just making sure that as I work, as much as possible, I'm cleaning up the sides of the nail. I'm trying to keep the shape as much as possible, and I'm also trying to keep the bulk of the acrylic in the middle of the nail so I can minimize some of the filing. And also have the proper structure to the nail. I don't want my sides to be thick because that's just a lot to file. And I'm trying to blend in the acrylic into the previous bead as well. One of the other things that I do when I'm applying my products is I'm looking at the nail from all different angles. I'm looking at it from the tip to the tip of the nail to the cuticle area. I'm looking at it from the sides, and I just want to make sure, even if my application isn't the smoothest, I want to make sure I have enough product that I'll maintain the structure of the nail once I get to my filing and my shaping. And sometimes you have to go back in, you might finish a nail, you might have to go back to the previous nail and add some more product, and that's perfectly okay as well. So, I just really try and take my time. The acrylic application on this, and I was pretty impressed. On both hands, it took me 53 minutes to apply acrylic to both hands, which was pretty impressive for me because usually it takes me a little bit longer to apply my acrylic, especially when I'm taking my time trying to get it neat. Um, so that took 53 minutes, and then my shaping and filing was about 20 minutes. And then the part that kind of took a long time was me doing the gel polish application on my right hand. So using my non-dominant hand. That kind of took a long time. I did do that part off camera. So I do apply the gel in this video, but it's with my right hand applying it to my left hand. So total time for this set took me about 2 hours, I want to say, give or take maybe 10 or 15 minutes. But I was pretty impressed because when I first started, my sets would take me the whole day. Like, I would spend all day Saturday doing my nails and then all day Sunday going in and reshaping and filing and all that. So just give it time. I still have improvements and a ways to go, but I do know that the more that I've practiced, the better that I've gotten. One other thing that I kind of wanted to talk about in this video is I've been recording a lot of videos. I have about like 5 or 6 videos in my camera, on my phone. I recorded with my phone, that I've recorded, but I just wasn't feeling either the design or the nails. So I do want to say that if I'm not in love with the design, or I don't think the nails came out right, the design might be okay, but if the nails don't fit a certain standard, I won't be uploading those videos. I just feel like I'm at a place where I'm still very critical of myself, and I feel like I should be at a certain level based on how much I've practiced. So if something's not fitting those standards, I'm not showing it. I definitely will come and give you guys tips and things like that, but I really don't want to put out art, because it is art, that I'm not really in love with or that I'm not proud of. I don't feel like quantity should outweigh quality. So I have been recording. I just haven't recorded anything that I feel is of a standard that I'm trying to maintain. So that's just a little side note. So like I said earlier, you might have to go back in and add more acrylic to nails that you've already finished. So on the thumb, it was a little sheer in the cuticle area, so I just added a little bit there. On this pointer finger, I felt the same way, so I just added a little bit there as well. And that is my application. And like I said, I did do the filing off camera, but like I said, it didn't take me too long, just because I did take my time in applying the product. In addition, this product was easy to use, so it's multiple things that come into play sometimes. So now I'm getting ready for the nail art. I'm going to use Not Polish's blooming gel, and I do have some gel polish that I'm just going to put on this palette. This color is 385 by MELODIE SUSIE. It came in a pack of 20. I don't remember which one. This teal color is by Eden's Rose, number 10. The other colors that I'm going to be using in this video is D&D Barbie Pink and IGEL Beauty Purple Rain. I am going to list everything in the description box below, so don't worry about that. You just take a screenshot of the description box, and then if you wanted to purchase something, you have the information. So I just placed the colors on the palette. You actually don't need a lot. And I'm going to go in with a rechargeable nail lamp to do my flash curing. And these are some of the tools that I feel like I'm going to need for this design. Just a nail brush, a dotting tool, and the cleanup tool. So I'm going in with the Blossom Gel. I'm using a thin layer of the Blossom Gel. I don't want to flood my cuticles or my sidewalls. Also, I don't want to add bulk to the nails. So I'm going in with a thin layer. The Blossom Gel kind of works I feel like, in my opinion, because I don't use it too much, but I'm just speculating that the more gel you use, the more your polish will spread. So, um, I didn't want it to spread too much. I didn't want to flood my cuticles. I didn't want the colors to run together and become muddy. So I tried to do as thin of a layer as possible and still get the effect. And before I cure everything, I am going to clean up the sidewalls and underneath the nail because, like I said, I don't want to add more bulk to the nail. And if anything gets in the cuticle area before I cure it, I want to make sure that I clean that off. Before I start on the next nail, I am going to flash cure the gel. So I'm going to put it in the under the lamp that I showed you earlier for about 15 to 20 seconds. And what that does is it just holds the gel in place. Once I'm done with the entire hand, then I'll go in, put it in my regular lamp for a full minute. And just depending on how thick the blossom gel is on top of the gel polish you put, you want to make sure that that's fully cured. So if you feel like your layers are a little bit thicker and you want to cure that for 2 minutes, I definitely would not advise against it. But you just want to make sure you're doing whatever you need to do to make sure these products are fully cured. You don't want to develop allergies on your skin or on your hands or nails. Well, I don't think you can get an allergy on your nail, but you don't want to develop an allergy by wearing uncured products. So make sure you fully cure it. So I'm just going in, I'm taking a little bit of this gel polish of the colors and just placing it random on the nail. And between each color, I am wiping that off on the napkin I have over there to the side. And just giving it a second to let the blossom gel work. And just making sure my cuticle areas and my side walls aren't flooded. I think this is a good design. Like, I don't know how artistic we all are, but hand painted nail art, I really, really do try. And obviously it's something that I can keep practicing, but I've never been a good drawer. Hand painted nail art's really, really, really challenging for me. So I do like the marbling, the watercolor look. I do like these kind of techniques, and they're super, super easy. But also another thing is you can kind of modify your stickers if you're not good at drawing. You can kind of put the sticker on and just add a little bit of like gel polish to it if you have like design stickers. I think I saw Tal from Not Polished do that in one of her videos or one of her clips a while back with butterflies. So something else to keep in mind if you're not good at drawing like myself. So this is the last nail. I'm just going in and doing pretty much the same thing on everything else. It's pretty simple. You can cover the entire nail if you want to, but I wanted to leave a little bit of the acrylic showing. You can do it at any direction or angle that you want to. This is just what I chose to do, but definitely make sure you're cleaning up that excess as you go. So I just wanted to quickly show you guys how to clean up. So before I do my top coat, I'm going to go ahead and clean this gel brush and then clean off my palette. You don't want to just leave your tools because then you have to buy more. So I'm just taking a little bit of base coat and I'm just going to wipe the brush on this napkin until all of the color comes out of the brush. And you can see there, it kind of, once you're pushing the clear through, it kind of pushes the color through the brush. And then you just wipe that off. So you just do that a couple times until the base coat or whatever gel you're using to clean the brush is now clear, and then just put that back away in your drawer. I don't leave my gel brushes out because they do cure from UV light as well, not just your lamp, so it does cure from the sun. So that's just a simple way to keep your brushes clean, and so the next time you go to use it, it's already ready to go. To clean off the palette is super easy. All you do is just clean it with some alcohol. You don't want to leave this sitting on your desk. It will eventually cure as well from the sun, but it just, I don't know. I work better when I'm pulling out clean tools versus tools that I have to clean before I can use it. I just work better. So that's just how I keep some of my tools clean. Now I'm just going to go in with my top coat. This is one of my favorite top coats by MAKARTT. It kind of, well, it doesn't kind of, it stays shiny pretty long in my opinion. And it kind of reminds me of those thicker top coats where they stay shiny and they don't scuff as much, but it's not as thick. So it's one of my favorites. Definitely try it if you have not. But let me know what you guys think of the acrylic application and the design in the comments below. Now I'm going in with my cuticle oil. I do have a question for you guys. Do you guys have underneath your nails that extra skin that would sometimes it's kind of painful? That's your hyponychium, and it gets extended sometimes when you're wearing nail extensions. One way to get that skin to stop growing is to oil that area. So whenever I place my cuticle oil, I do it underneath my nails, and I notice when I'm lazy and I'm not applying cuticle oils and that skin grows back, it hurts. But the moment I start regularly using my cuticle oil and applying that behind the nail, that skin starts to go away. So if you are experiencing that, definitely make sure you're applying your cuticle oil behind your nails as well. So this is how the nails turned out. I really, really love the design. The shaping of them, in my opinion, they're just a little bit bulky to me, but that's something I'll work on next time. And that's one of the things that you run into when you're using the full coverage nail tips. You kind of have to work a little bit harder to not have your nails look bulky. But overall, I think these are super cute. And now I got to figure out which of the colors I used in the nails that I want to put on my toes. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you guys for spending your time with me. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed to my channel. And I will see you guys soon for another video.